So depending on the sort of filter you've got, sometimes your plumbing is a little bit noisy, and there's lots of things that you can do to make your plumbing quieter. There's various silencers that you can create. This one is simply just a piece of conduit with a joiner coupled onto it, and then what we've actually done is cut holes out, large holes underneath this pipe, so the water actually fills up in the weir, and then instead of falling, what it actually does is nip around under there and siphon, and siphoning is much quieter. And then we also have these air inlets at the top, and by playing with the length of this air inlet, by pushing the tube in or pulling the tube out, you will often change the sound that the pipe is making, and sometimes putting check valves on the end also can quieten the plumbing down a little bit. And there's no such thing as a one-shop answer. So sometimes you've just got to play around with your plumbing until you do get the plumbing quiet. So once again, this is an idea for a weir. People also do the Dorso version where they put a T-piece off and an elbow. So once again, the water is able to draw as a siphon as opposed to falling. Then other tanks have plumbing such as this. So this is a piece of plumbing that sits on the back of this aquarium. So this is obviously defunct at the moment, but that's your strainer which takes the water out of the aquarium hanging on the back. And then in this case we've got a hole in the top, and we can also put that same tube like that and play with the length of it to quieten it down. So if you just have an elbow or something out of the back of your tank and the strainer going in, you can just drill a hole in the top and push one of these silencer air pipes down there. So it's really just a matter of going online and Googling silencers, pipe silencers, and then making up, whether it be one like this, which we call a Costa silencer, or something like your Dorso silencers. But there are plenty of ideas online, and it's a matter of playing around with it until you find out how to silence yours. The other thing that can make a difference too is how much flow is on your pump. You can increase or decrease the amount of flow that you have running your filter, and that can also affect the sound the filter's making. So it's just a bit of trial and error, and there's no such thing as one thing works for everyone.